been touching base on the whole idea of how we can become more productive at the office.
Yes.
And we touched upon earlier the idea of a walking treadmill, which is cool. Let's look at some of the things we can find over the counter, right? These are over the counter.
Yeah.
And the term again for this is what?
Nootropics. So when I was here last week, we started to talk about this, and I had 2 or 3 people have written me and said, hey, tell us a little bit more about what works for you. So if you look at nootropics, so let me explain. The brain is like this. The brain uses up fertilizer. They're called neurotransmitters in the brain. You've probably heard of them. And so the more you focus, the more fuzzy you get over time. And what's happening is your brain is using up these chemicals. They're built in. We all have them. But they're a way to enhance that. And a little bit like, when you're working out, you can drink a Gatorade or something, and it helps you.
Electrolytes.
That's right. You could say these are kind of electrolytes for the brain.
Got it.
Right? And there are 3 that we really like in the folks at Will Labs. The first one is this one. It's called OptiMind. And you can just buy these on the net. Just look it up. OptiMind. And that's made from
And what does this do again?
These, what they do is they kind of clear your head, and they help you focus and not be so distracted. And they, as I said, it's a little like putting electrolytes back in your brain again. So some people will find some of these work. Yep, you're going to try one?
I'm going to do it right now.
Yep.
All right.
The next thing is this thing called Noopept. Now, Noopept this is Russian, so this is Russian script, but it's written Noopept.
Now, your friend told you what this was. It's not estrogen pills or anything
No,
like
not
that.
at all. No, it's called Noopept. You can actually get these, and it's called Noopept on it. And Noopept is there's something called a racetam. And so these are very, very well established. These are used a lot in Silicon Valley.
And what are those?
And these, what they do is it's like someone kind of grabbing you and just have you focus on something. So
my mother used to do that.
Oh, yeah. The secret of these is don't take them too often and see whether you get a headache or not.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's intense.
Oh, yeah. And then this one is really interesting. This is something called Noofon, Noofon. And you can find that. It's also called Adrenafil. Now, this is really interesting.
Right?
Actually not. There's a drug you can get from the doctor, or you can get for medical purposes. It's called Provigil.
Right. That's expensive.
Oh yeah. Provigil is originally a military drug that they used to give to the pilots of long distance military
to stay awake and focused.
To stay awake and focused. But it's not speedy. It's not like an amphetamine. It just keeps you awake. You're like, hey, it's 2:00 in the morning. Let's go bowling. It's the kind of craziest feeling. That is very expensive. But this is it's called a prodrug to that. And then if you take this, it turns into Provigil, which is also called modafinil, in your liver. So about an hour later, you take one of these an hour later, and you'll find yourself very alert and awake.